I know when you and I were talking, one of the things that I had mentioned to you was that really one of the more common questions that we get from people who are looking at implementing ConstructionSuite and ConstructionOnline is really, can a specialty contractor use the system? You know, some people will say, well, I'm not a general contractor. Can I still use it? Tell me a little bit about what you guys do and what your experience has been.
Okay. I'll show you one of the projects we just finished up a little while ago. Just gonna get, oops, good. Okay.
Let's see.
The Embassy Suite, which is a hotel that they built, and we do a lot of urethane injection for stopping water in that.
Okay.
And there it is. All right, what we did was, these are some of the pictures of the water coming in between the wall and the floor, and we injected that. What I did was every day we take some pictures, we draw the drawings, and I would upload them to OnSite, and the customer and the owner would review them almost every day. And this way we were keeping on track of them. Then we also, all right, let's go back to the files.
Yeah, so they're kind of keeping up with the progress that you guys are making there.
You're right.
And you had told me, Floyd, your team is about, what, you've got about 14 or 16 guys in the field with you?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
All right, and this was, let's download that quick. All right, and this is what they got every day, was a drawing of the floor plan of the building, and the yellow line is what we're supposed to be doing. And as we did it, I marked it out, updated it every day, put it online. That way the owner and the GC that we were working for knew exactly what we had finished and where we were. And they really liked that. The fact
Did they say?
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying that so they were really actively logging in every day to keep up. Is that right?
Yes. Yes. And you know, that's the way I use it on a regular basis. Is on that way. When I do a time and material project where there's no way of telling how long it's going to take or what it's going to take, I do the pro use for the login, and I use that, and I send that as a PDF to them every day. It's also posted, and that way they know that this is what happened. They know the materials, everything is right there for them. And there's no way of, and it stops the phone calls that I get. Well, I never got the information, because I know it's all right on the site for you. You know?
And you know they've always got it. And the same is really true for your team as well that you're working with, right? So it's,
yes,
it's a good way to keep the...
Yep, I send them all the data sheets. I give them all the data sheets. They're online for them. And their time sheets is all there. Any paperwork that they need. There's a lot of jobs we go on. We have to have clearance to go into the buildings. So we talk with they get a list of what they've got to do, who they got to see, phone numbers, and all that. So it's stopping me having to print everything out and getting it to them. You know, and they can't say to me, well, I never got it. You know, that's the worst thing I hate.
Well, this kind of gets rid of some of that for you.
Yes. And it puts everything in one spot, and even my boss has rights coming in, so this is my own program. It's not company owned. And my boss even logs in, and he quickly goes through everything and finds out where I'm at. And so, there's no questions of, what are you up to? You know?
Yeah.
So he knows.
he knows and he can see anytime. Another thing, Floyd, that people will ask us sometimes is, like, how can I get my team on board? Or they'll say, well, what if my guys don't want to use it? Did you have anyone on your team that wasn't really wanting to get up and going, or was it a pretty easy process?
As far as owners and construction managers that I work with, or GCs and that, they have no problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
A couple hospitals I have, the only problem is their security system, they have to go a roundabout way to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to email them information, I got to do it straight out of Outlook, or which I prefer using coming out of ConstructionSuite, using the email there, because it leaves a nice trail for me and for everybody, my boss in that, because I like using trails to keep myself covered.
Definitely so.
But the only people I have problem with are some of the masons I have.
Okay.
And the reason being that they don't like computers.
So every once in a while you've got some resistance, but it sounds like for the most part everybody's really been just jumping on board.
Yeah. Especially my
more often than not, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple masons that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little crazy with it, but that's okay. They don't. So, and I get a lot of phone calls from them asking me, well, what do I do now? Where am I? So, but other than that, it's been really great for us.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
In probably about the last 4 or 5 years, I've incorporated enough where I don't have to backtrack and teach somebody how to get in, or call you guys and say, hey, what's your password? They're starting to keep it, So to me, that means that they're paying attention and like it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's really sticking for them to use every day. So going back several years, I know one thing that you had told me recently was that before you had implemented this system, because you're using, I know, ConstructionSuite as well along with ConstructionOnline, that you were really using more of a combination of different things kind of pieced together. What did the transition look like for you? I know you had mentioned that you had been using MS Project at one time and other systems, Excel, trying to track things.
Yeah, I used Excel. I used Microsoft Project. I used ACT. It's a sales program. And they worked pretty good, but it was just trying to remember where you put all the information. And now everything's all in one group. In fact, I took the database from ACT and I made that the database for this, for ConstructionSuite.
Just moved everything over.
Yep. And I had to, the hardest time-consuming part was changing the forms we have to work on this. That was the hardest part of it. But I did it in a matter of probably 30 days, everything. I was up and running. I downloaded the free program, and 15 days later I called just to sign up and start it. And by that 30 days, I bought the program under a payment plan, and it just went on from there.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, that's another, as far as like, questions that people ask me, that's a big one as well. It's like how long is it going to take to get started, or, what's the setup process look like? But I mean, it sounds like for you in this case, you had some things to customize, but you were still really able to get going really quickly.
And I had, it took almost a year to get my first customer to start going online. But they're all too busy,
I guess that's the truth. Everybody's busy. Well, and we definitely appreciate you taking, time out of your day, to be with us. What if you were offering, advice to a new person getting started, or just looking at best practices, like what's worked really well for you over the last several years in terms of getting set up and getting everything implemented?
talking to you guys a lot. You know, why did you do this?
Well, that's what we're here for. We love talking to you, Floyd.
Hmm. But I mean, that was another thing sold it on me, was the fact that whenever I called, I didn't get, oh, you again. You know, I got the, okay, let's see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys would spend time and help me get through what I had to have problems with. You know, that's one thing I always look for. Even my suppliers,
Yeah.
I want support. You know, you want my money, you're going to support me in what I'm doing.
Definitely. Well, it's a relationship, right? I mean, you know, we want you to be using it, and don't have to call us every day. But, I mean, really, it's a relationship. I want you to look forward to calling, and I know we definitely look forward to hearing from you as well.
Mm-hmm. It's been very, very helpful, everything that goes on, and the backup that we have from you. And here's something, I don't know if this would be worth anything to you, but
oh, I'm sure it is.
I make, all my submittal packages are made through your system.
Okay. So what we're about to see is this one. So this was created in ConstructionSuite, and you've uploaded it here for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. That was created, and then there's all the materials all right there, and it's all an email right to them. And then it's also online, so they can't say they never got it. So that's another thing that's always happened as a specialty contractor. You know, we're the last one in line.
Mm-hmm.
And but why haven't you got it done? Why haven't got the material, you know, information? You know, and it's there for them. And it took a little battle, but I mean, after a while, they automatically do it. You know.
Well, now that they know that you're consistent, I would think, using the system, and that you've got this in place for them, it's, you know, they'll want to go on and look at it. And it looked like you had a good number of files uploaded and organized there for people to be able to jump on and take a look at.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I really like your client portal. That works very well. And I was always nervous in the beginning that the clients would be able to see what the team would see, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't want them to see that.
Exactly.
So it worked. You know, it took me a while to get used to it, but I mean, after I got used to it, it was fine. I had no problems because I was so nervous about certain people seeing certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just the nature of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you have to protect your information, but
So, but they really like the photo album setups, and they like the fact that I can draw lines and tell them this is where we're working or that's what we had to do. So.
Oh, nice. So you're able to highlight things for them with the editing tools?
Yes. Yep. And as everybody always says, my photos are so boring because I'm taking pictures of concrete and leaves.
But to your customers, they're pretty important, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, Floyd, this has been so helpful for me, and I just love hearing about, you know, the different ways that people are using ConstructionSuite and ConstructionOnline, and really love hearing about the different types of works that you guys do. Oh, I can see here you've got some weather delays and things like that logged as well in the logging system. Nice.
You know,
So is that rainy weather delays there?
Sometimes. That's the only thing I'd like to, you know, I would like to be able to put other delays in there.
Uh-huh.
You know, because, I mean, sometimes it's delays to another contractor caused us. We couldn't work in the area. You know, we're trying in the elevator to stop water, and there's guys laying 8-inch blocks above our heads. You know, that doesn't work out very well, you know.
Not at all.
So, trying to see if I could find one of my daily reports.
Now, is this something that you're doing, or do you have some of your field team using the app to do the daily reports, or both, maybe?
Both, but what I do is a lot is I'm training my son to be start doing this stuff kind of work, and I don't see any. Well, I know where to go. Okay, but he puts them in for me.
Okay.
And it's working out pretty good. I'm getting him into the habit of using this. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think and do. There we go.
That's okay. Well, it looks like you're running a lot of jobs out of the system.
Yeah, I do. Right now I have 4 running, which for this time of year is really unusual. Okay. Yeah, well, he didn't do very well this one. So all he did was the one. He was supposed to do his logging too, but he didn't do it. Yeah, see.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah, and we have everything right there, so we know what's going on. And then when someone says something, I know, oh, it's right here. You know, I print it out for my office, and we put it in their files. You know, so it works out pretty good.
Definitely.
You know, keeps track of all the equipment. I just got to get him to put it the way he's supposed to do it, not note, you know. So, and also I use the apps quite often to enter information.
Nice.
You know, that works very well. And that's about a nutshell what I use it for.
Well, it sounds like, I have to say, I'm impressed. I mean, it sounds like you're using it very well. I know that you're, using the ConstructionSuite side and the ConstructionOnline and the mobile apps, and it seems like you're using the whole system together really well to run all of your jobs and projects there. Definitely. Well, and thank you for letting us kind of take a peek into what you're doing and how you're doing it every day. The goal for this session, we had talked about was just to kind of let our customers see what each other, get some ideas, see what other people are doing and how other people are using it. So it's helpful to just be able to jump in and take a look sometimes.
Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Yeah, I saw that screen coming up there. So this is your ConstructionSuite, I see.
Yep. Okay, I gotta go to. I have to go to Campbell Craft Foods. There's one. That's a dam system, a power dam. We're injecting the dam. We do about 5-6 projects there a year, and he actually the manager of that really likes this because he can just show his people he's got to report to that it's this is what's done. This is the pictures. He goes online and everything. I also keep track of all the information going into my people. My accounting section, pays, and all that. So I know what they have, and I know I can keep track of that, which is nice.
Yeah, really keep track of everything. Well, in one place, like you were saying, it's helpful just to have, that you've got it all in one place in one system.
Yeah, I don't have to go through 4 different programs trying to find what I'm looking for. Everything's here. So.
Well, that's lovely. Yeah, thank you for letting us take a look. Do I see that right? Is it 13 degrees there? Looks like you've had a cold. Looks like you've had a cold day.
Yeah. Well, we had a high of 50, so that was. We were getting ready to go out on the beach.
Oh my goodness. Well, Floyd, thank you again. I really do. I can't say enough how much I appreciate you being willing to share a little bit and let us take a peek into what you do. So thank you again for that. I've really enjoyed it.
I hope it works out. And I'll be there Friday.
I know that it will. Awesome. Well, good. So you're going to